All right, so I'm back live streaming. We can talk about some interesting things really quick before we. So now I got the video that I wanted done in, so I don't have to worry about recording a whole nother video. So what I'm going to do, we're going to talk about whatever we want now. So we have something called the Trust Me Bro protocol. And the way it works is Trust Me Bro protocol. It's going to be only peer-to-peer, no blockchain. Basically, what you do is you do business with someone. You sign elliptic curve digital signature, whatever you want, public-private key signature, right? Tom does business with Sally, and he either rates good or bad. Tom either rates Sally as, oh yeah, good or bad. And he stores that in his app, and it's just saved in his app. But he's done business with her, and they have signed something to show that they've kind of connected and they've done business with each other. So he can't necessarily just make things up, but maybe he does want to make things up too. That's an option, but obviously he won't have her to have signed that thing or whatever. But point is he'll know what the public key is. He'll be able to say whatever he wants about Sally. And his protocol, this protocol is going to save on his local information on his app what he thinks of Sally. And then maybe he downloaded, if he likes Sally and he trusts Sally, he downloads some information from her from someone else, right? So if April's good, Sally did business with April, Tom now says April's good. But he only says it because he did business with Sally, who he trusts. So now if you have scammers, right? If you got a bunch of scammers, what are they doing? They're setting up 10,000 wallets, and they're all saying, trust us because we trust this other guy. Everyone trusts each other. We're going to trust. We're all good. But they're scammers, and they're all set up by the same guy, right? So how do we know? You're only going to trust them as much as somebody has done business with them who you've found a path of trust through. So if April says the scammers are good because they did business with them, then you'll have scam good, but you'll only have it at a certain percentage. And you'll also even have a history potentially of how you got that information, right? So if they scam someone else or 10 other people, right? Bad, right? What happens? Well, you find out when you try to do business with the scammer, you know that they're bad because they're being recommended by this other guy, but you know Sally said don't trust him. So now you got a conflict. So now not only do you have the information of adding up the likelihood of whether they're scammy or not, you also have the ability to filter out when they're trying to just do good business to make themselves appear good, because you still you still have that. So now you have a percentage between 0 and 1, right? Right? Some number, a probability of their rating. And the way that scale works for that is all going to be a social contract anyway. So it's not really going to matter. You might say that it's more important to be between 0.9 and 1 than it is to be between 0 and 0.9. I don't know. But I don't think it's ultimately going to matter because that number's going to be defined on how the protocol works. And then the social credibility, meaning the semantic inference of that number, is going to start is going to basically be figured out through testing and people just doing things, doing business with each other. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that for a couple seconds because I wanted to know if people would be interested in trying to work on that, or maybe try to make that at some point. If we're going to do a side talk and I cut the first talk after an hour, we're done with the decentralized versus decentralized. And maybe we need to have a longer conversation about that, but I'm going to need more time to look at these comments and have time to talk about it. But if people are not going to join and we're only going to have like a small conversation again, then maybe we can cut it for today and then continue on later. I didn't want that first video to keep going on for too long. So you guys let me know, and maybe we can actually build up some questions and keep talking about things later. All right, but I'm going to end the stream now because I don't know. If we're going to have a conversation, we'll have a conversation. If not, then I'll just start another one another time. All right. I'll see you guys.